Hi guys, and welcome to my Wisdom Wednesday Wisdom. We are talking about beyond the self today. Um, every time we talk, it's kind of to shift the focus a little bit, look at things in different ways, because as we are consciousness that kind of wants to understand ourselves, we need to look at it. We have to dare to turn things around, open up the rooms of our house and look at what might be hiding inside. Hello, nice to see you. It's a little bit time change from Norway to Chicago, so for some it might be a little different than normal. The whole reason with having these sessions, these live ones, is also kind of to tap into the energy component of these talks. So every time we are like wanting to open up to something, we have an intention, and that intention carries a charge that creates our reality. So that is where we are, our consciousness or our soul is, we can look at stuff, but then how we kind of engage with life, that's where we put our intention into things we can do and what we want to have happen. So if you want to learn something, you put your intention to it and it will happen. Similarly, when we want to awaken, that it means that we want to become conscious about that awakened part of ourselves, that we are awake. We're not awakening, we are already awake. But still, to become conscious about it is to dare to open up and look at those different thoughts, all these different thoughts that we have, all these different spiritual traditions, religions, all these psychology, philosophy, all this stuff kind of carries all these different ideas about awakening, about ourselves as consciousness. So as we enter that space of ourselves, we have to dare to look at these different ways of perceiving life. But the essence of it, it's still going to be not my words that is most important. It's like the words that really will speak truth is when you hear it from inside of yourself. It is what you awaken within yourself. It's like when you have a dream, or if you suddenly have a realization, it comes from within. It doesn't come from me. I can only be like kind of a messenger, kind of bringing you a space to bring you more connected to that energy that you already are, to make it more awake in yourself, intensify that space. Hello, more people coming, that's fun. So the beautiful thing about our consciousness is that we have this unconsciousness, and then we have this space, we have our body, we have our energy body. So as we awaken, our body can awaken as well. So then we actually see an intention manifesting in our body. So that is where like simplicity of what the consciousness means inside of us, that we actually can become conscious of our body, of ourselves within this physical reality. So we have that potential, and that is something we can put intention into, and that is why we have these talks. So some things will connect with you, some things will go like just pass you by, but the energy intention of receiving something, receiving yourself, is the most important part. So as you dare to, if you feel called to be here, if you feel called and ready to receive, it is actually yourself you're receiving, your own wisdom that you are connecting with. So just as we are awakening here, consciousness, like the planet is also awakening, and you can see it now. The bodies are awakening, like Earth, and sometimes that can feel like a virus or disease or like sickness, like meningitis, like different ways of the body can get like tender and swollen. And this is an awakening because it makes you actually, it brings stuff that has been like hidden deep within us, and it actually allows it to kind of come up to the surface so we can see it. Like these last 20 years, as I realized my body could become awake, it has felt like kind of different viruses that's awake in my body. It has literally like hit in my lungs, my gut, my sinuses, like everywhere. The muscles, joints, everything can actually start loosening up and bringing more energy to the surface, because we can become the consciousness that is awake, that is energized. So our energy can become more uplifted and energized. So the whole process of this, and the reason why I talk about it, because it is this aspect of surrender, because it's our ego self has a tendency to take all information and wanting to understand everything I say. We learn so much, that's how we've been programmed. Understand this, be safe, know more. We become kind of insatiable about knowing, about wanting everything. But actually the path to realization is actually to like allow awakening to happen beyond the self. Energetically, that's when we can have this body and we can manifest ourselves, our awakened self, in the body. So it's not just when people talk about the afterlife and I want to awaken, so I'm awake in the afterlife, enlightened in the afterlife. Actually, the place where we can awaken is into this life. We can manifest ourselves in the body in this life, meaning that we have to dare to let go of our ego self, ourself, and become nothing, become consciousness, become beyond the self, the no self. And from that space, we can engage with the body with relaxation. We can engage with our ego with relaxation. So all this is possible, but it is kind of like something that takes time, because we will find different parts of ourselves, our ego connected to sexuality, to our eating, our love, our way of teaching, our way of thinking, our way of being a man or a woman, our way of being in a society and a culture, all these of having the body, holding the body, wanting, all these things are created an ego, and we are not necessarily relaxed in that ego because we are unaware of ourselves. Because in the moment you become aware of it, you can find this ease, this relaxation. So that is the potential to find relaxation. We can sometimes I know myself, but still most people in the body is not necessarily relaxed. Their body might be very white, they might be still very tense, and most people are not even aware that they are tense until suddenly they are hit with disease, hit with tension, hit with pain, hit with all these things in the body. So that's where the body is a beautiful kind of mirror, a beautiful way of kind of mirroring back your ego, because your ego has kind of taken hold into this body and holding stuff down. So as we awaken, we can come to like letting go of the body, letting go of the ego, and thus find a more relaxed way of engaging. And yes, just like you say, our ego kind of in a way prevents us from just to be where we are, but we have to dare to be with the ego, be with the body as it is now, be with the ego as it is now. And this is where we are all connected. And in that moment, you allow yourself to just listen to what I'm saying, but not just the words. Then we're just connected. Then suddenly you can feel energy coming through the body. And you can suddenly feel like maybe you feel like you have to pee, or you feel like you're sweating, or you're starting to like get a little cold, different things. It is a way of connecting with the energy that is yourself when things are free flowing. So this is my attention, and this is the people that come here either on the lives or like one-on-ones or my workshops. It is what we are intending to open up, to keep opening up. My energy body is still also continuing to open up more, because we have more energy that our body can flow with. So that is the beauty of it. We have more energy. So this is just the growing, just like a plant or a tree. We keep growing. Our energy keeps growing. Our consciousness, our aware self, can keep growing as we dare to move beyond and relax and not take it too seriously. Just keep having fun with this life. Keep enjoying where you are, and this journey continues. So that is a big part of why I call it the ease of life, is because you have to dare to have fun with it, and then you can feel ease within it. So this is a little bit of tapping into energy. Every time I do these, I feel the energy coming in, and your body will actually kind of roam, and like it will keep working afterwards. You might start dreaming differently in the days after, or you can feel your body can start itching. Energy will come to the surface to open up so that your body can heal and kind of release unconscious patterns. So that was a little bit of a talk for today, and it's fun that there's people coming and showing up, and we will continue these fun talk. I will talk to you guys later. That was my ending of this today, and you can, these are on YouTube too. So whether you're here now or you see this in a few months, the energy is still also settled within you to connect with, and there's an energy intention, and that is within you. So if you are ready to receive what I'm giving out, then you will feel it, and suddenly you can feel like a heat in your chest, and just a clarity coming. Just take it for what it is and enjoy this journey. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.